Property cooling measures. For foreign buyers in Singapore's market, it's more like freezing measures, according to one property analyst.
For foreigners, I think the increase in ABSD did come as a very big surprise because usually the increase is in steps of maybe 5%, 10%, or 15%. But this time around, for a jump of 30%, is actually quite heavy. And I feel that the cooling measures have now turned into freezing measures for foreign buyers.
Foreigners buying any residential property here must pay an additional buyer's stamp duty of 60%. That's double the previous rate and the sharpest hike among other ABSD rate increases announced on April 26. The last time ABSD was raised, back in December 2021, the number of condos bought by foreigners dropped 16.5%. And given that this is the third round of cooling measures since then, what will it mean for foreign investor interest in Singapore property?
Some foreign investors or the super rich, they may divert their wealth to other countries, especially since our currency is already very strong. But of course, in the long term, if the measures are able to moderate the pace of price growth or even bring down prices, that will be good for everyone, including foreign buyers, because prices of properties have been falling in many countries, but instead it has been rising in Singapore. So if the prices were to moderate, then I think many of these foreign buyers or PRs, they may still feel that it's worthwhile to park their money here.
Singapore-listed property and bank stocks were hit following the announcement of the curbs. But why the drastic measures to cool the market when they may potentially deter foreign investments? One reason given by the government is to prioritize Singaporeans to not only own these homes, but to live in them too.
Singaporeans who are buying their first private properties, they will not be affected because ABSD do not apply to them. So this will spell some good news for locals because with less competition from foreigners, for those who are buying second properties, they may hold back temporarily as they assess the market's reaction. So some may take a back seat and wait for prices perhaps to moderate after the cooling measures. Then of course, there will be other groups of Singaporeans, for example, the other 80% who are staying in HDB flats. I think the cooling measures are not likely to have a big impact on the HDB market. But for those who are staying in HDB flats and they intend to purchase a private property, they may pull back temporarily because the 20% increase for ABSD could be quite heavy for some of these buyers.